Bro, kids will literally find any way to cheat. So it's test day, right? And I'm giving out the test. And I see the main student that always acting up, always goofing off, who never turns in his work. He's really locked in. Like, he's not saying that, he's focused. I passed me his test. He looked overconfident. I'm like, okay, in my head, I know this dude is gonna fail. Like, he always do. Then he popped something in his mouth. And I didn't want to say nothing to get him off his groove. You know, if people taking the test, I'm not one of them teachers that gonna be like, oh, stop chewing gum, stop eating in class. Just pay attention and do your work, and you're fine with me. So he gets to working, just working. And then like 15 minutes later, he turns in his test. He's the first person to literally turn in his test. I was like, you're finished? He was like, yeah, I'm finished. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking he just abracadabra. Like, I ain't think I just thought he gave up on the test. I get to checking his test. First question right, second question right, third question right. He ended up acing this test. So at the end of the class, you know, I had my suspicions. So I was like, yo, let me speak to you right quick. And I talked to him, and I was like, be honest with me. You're not in trouble, even though I was lying. But I was like, did you cheat on the test? And I was watching, and I ain't see him do anything. He was like, what do you mean? I'm like, did you do anything to help you pass this test? And he was like, I'm gonna come clean. Yes. And I was like, I knew it. And then when he said it, he pulled out this gum that he was popped in his mouth. Remember how I told you? He pulled out this gum and said, yeah, I've been taking this instead of my ADHD medicine. My ADHD medicine doesn't really work, and I've been taking this instead. And he hates taking the medicine, and this what made him do good on the test, I guess, or made him focus and lock in, because he's one of them rowdy students. Everybody have those students that you just always have problems with. So me personally, I was like, okay, bro, whatever. And I just thought he was just lying. I was like, let me get a piece though. And he gave me a piece. And when I say this is the most functional, this is the most locked in I've ever been. Usually I come to school sluggish, tired, really drained, can't help with the kids, nothing. I literally graded those papers the same day that they finished the test. I did more research on the product, and it contains L-theanine, which really is like something that opens up your brain. It's literally a brain hack in a NeuroGum packet. Like, and back in the day, I used to take Adderalls like in college. This gives me the same feel, but it's all natural. It's literally just chewing gum. Ever since that day, every test day, I always give kids a piece of gum. Whoever needs it, whoever wants it, I give them a piece of gum. I take this every morning. I live and die by this, but I can admit, like, if you go to CVS, it will be sold out. If you go to Walgreens, it will be sold out. On Amazon, I believe it was like $60. I got a 6-pack of these on TikTok Shop, and if it's still available, I'm gonna leave a link right here down below. But this is like, bro, it works.